over our software system. Um, we are spirit, we are not just bodies, and we are more than just flesh and blood. So we have a software system which is inner, our Holy Spirit, and is operated by our pineal gland. And with this system, it's superimposed our manufacture system from the time of creation that was originally within our mammalian brain, and later evolving to our hemispheric brains. So we are not just ego, and we are not just selfish creatures. We have a heart capacity and a heart-brain capacity to love, and this is the new operating system, the heart-brain coherence. With altars, we create, they become pedestalized, higher than us, and we lower ourselves, our value, our operating system, to less than the thing that we are fearing, worshipping, pedestalizing, elevating with such esteem or status as higher than us. And we do this within ourselves, we do it in the external. Thoughts, perceptions are altars, and we hear about witchcraft altars. So that's a more toxic, dichotomous Christ technology thinking. It's not even Christ technology, that's, we'll call it toxic Christianity derived, based on the fear-based brain system. When we are altarizing, so if we have an altar, we like nice, beautiful things on that altar. It has to look beautiful. We'd like to see it, and we'd like others to see it. Well, this is us. This is our thoughts. And if we're a clean vessel, we are nice to be around. We are nice. Others perceive us as nice, and we enjoy being who we are. We feel good being who we are. If we have a dirty vessel with fornication altars and idolized altars and things that don't fit with reality on the altar, it's cluttered, it's not nice to be around or to see, it's contradicts our heart, what we truly feel. We feel something off about that. So changing our thinking is cleaning up our altars. Every thought needs to be taken captive. So every altar within us and from the outside coming within us has to be taken captive. So how do we sever the connection between the altars, the perceptions and thoughts, and our heart, our feeling of it? Because we can feel strongly about an altar and we can fear it, or we can just absolutely love it and be misguided in an attachment towards something within us or externally. And so how do we sever it? We change the way we feel and think. First we have to recognize, name the emotion, what we're feeling. What do I feel about this thought? What do I feel about this perception? What do I feel about the way I'm thinking? Or what do I feel about the way the other person is perceiving or thinking or feeling something and communicating? And when we name the emotion, we can change the thought. So if I feel that it is uncomfortable to be around a person speaking certain thoughts, I can change my perception that I perceive this is a bad situation for me and I must go to a new situation that is safe. So how do you do that quickly? It's more of a meditation. It's a little bit difficult without prior practice to being in an actual situation having to do it, but once you have some practice going, you can do it on the field in action quickly. And so what we alterize in thought process and perception process we pedestalize. So if we condone somebody's speaking or behavior or judgments, and we are attaching an important feeling to them, whether it's fear, I fear what they're saying and doing, so I'm not going to say anything. Therefore, we still are pedestalizing them, giving them all our spiritual power through enabling based on fear. If I break and change that emotion to no longer tolerating the fear and taking myself out of a fearful situation, don't worry about what they say and do, that can do what it does wherever. I'm just going to change my emotion and put myself not in fear. I'm going to put myself in a safe environment to feel at peace, calm, joy, regulated. We can also be alterizing the past, present, and future. And in order to reduce all of our suffering, we need to change the thought process, the alter process, and what we're pedestalizing, what we're idolizing, and what we are giving importance to, attaching importance to. We are largely creatures of habit, and we are alterizing the past. So I keep maintenance of thoughts of the past, situations of the past that I've witnessed or heard about or seen, and I have a thought process regarding that I attach importance to. I value a vacation I went on months ago. I value a trip I took to a certain community years ago. I have a value system and importance and emotion to maintain that memory. So I can be alterizing the past if that past situation was not good, and I need to cut and sever the alters of those, the perception of those places. I may not be able to change the facts of those places, times, situations, people in my moments, but what I can change completely everything about is my alters regarding all of them, my thoughts, and then the attached heart, brain, coherent emotion that will now be put in its place. If I am alterizing the present, I can be attaching my current work relationship or my current friendship that has just entered my life, and I am putting more importance on that. I am chasing, I am neglecting my own self-care, my own heart, brain coherence if I am worried about them or trying to impress them or appear as something I am not, and I am perpetuating stunting my spiritual growth and stunting my present alterization of my peace, my harmony, my coherence. And if I'm alterizing the future, I am stuck in the fight, flight brain, the survival, the mammalian, the left and right hemispheres. My heart brain coherence is cut off. This is hidden, it's put away far from us, and I am in autopilot, fight, flight, fawn, or freezing of running from the future, fighting the future from happening, freezing, terrified, paralyzed, emotionally paralyzed, physically can't motivate myself, afraid of some future situation, or fawning, just totally, I have to have that, it's going to happen, it needs to happen, this is this. I'm not in my present. This is way over here. My heart is way, we threw it away. So I need to alterize this, not the thought process, not the attachment thoughts, not the pedestalized belief system I've built, and it's the whirlwind going on up here in these ego brains. Throw that away. We come back to here, and we can pedestalize the heart. I put this sacred heart and its sacred heartbeat on my new altar. I perceive and feel, when I feel it, that I am at peace, I am content, I am safe, I am at rest, I am in harmony, I am in optimization. And that's my new pedestal. That's my new, there's nothing higher than that. I value my peace at all costs. Nothing comes between, before, or after that. That's the only thing that exists in anyone's reality. My reality, your reality. If somebody else's heart becomes more important than mine, I'm living outside of myself and pedestalizing a person, attaching too much importance to them. I must detach from that and get back to this. So recentering, there's grounding processes in nature, putting your feet on the ground. There's breathing techniques to bring this heart-brain coherence into alignment so that we are not fearing and living in the low-based emotions, jealousies, envies, strivings, angers, hostilities, fear, everything wicked, which is not right here. It's just low and higher. The highest thing is the heart. So the love, the joy, the peace. And if we are physical with that, that's in our pineal, our brain, through the pineal, and the heart. The heart-brain is the pineal heart connection. So pineal and the wisdom will just sink there. You won't need to rely solely on the creative brain or solely on the logic brain. You have that coherence. So we put that high on the scale of value compared to fear, which is low and should be under our feet. It's under a footstool, and the heart is on the pedestal. So, or the table, the altar, and we can change our thoughts, our altars, our past, present, and future, collapse timelines, get us out of the time, the world system, linear time, and convert to timelessness, which is the heart-brain coherence, and that's where the miracles happen. We change our miracles in our life through our perceptions. So I can change the past, not the facts, but I can change all the coherence, which miracleizes my now. And if I no longer am putting a shadow of myself, a fragment of myself, and leaving it stuck in that past with less than optimal performance, I now reclaim that shadow, throw it away, and I put my heart-brain coherence there. I put forgiveness over that past situation. I put understanding. I put atonement. I put love, peace over that. And I actually feel it now. Then the miracle is that it no longer puts me into time, enslavement, and suffering through some alterization, negative, demonic alterization process of the past. And I can do that with the future. Miracleize the future, miracleize my present, and miracleize the past. So we're not speaking wishful thinking. These are actual electromagnetic processes, and we are miracleizing the alchemy of science within our software system, and then the hardware changes. So the body is the hardware. If I'm sick and stressed and defeated and worn down, it's because my altars are like crushing me as a mountain, and I get rid of those. I can miracleize my hardware, my body. I can become an energetic light being, functioning properly, have mental, physical wellness and health, and I can create those miracles within, and I can create them externally through the alterized, triangulated strongholds that my previous altars were attached to and enabling and attracting. So I change within, the altar is without change. And if they can no longer attach, they must flee. So the people in the past, present, and future that were enslaving us with thinking or physical suffering, they can no longer connect to our energetic being, our mental being, or our physical being. And we change their life because we are creatures of habit, and if I can't do something, it's not working, I give it up and I go try something else. The same with the external enemies. We're not fighting flesh and blood, so we're not being maybe held by people, but the people will give up and go find something better to do with their time than maintaining some sort of suffering stronghold situation over our life. And the miracle is that we become free, we become happy, we become untormented, unoppressed, and away we go. So that is how we change the thinking process of alterizing our destiny, or de-altarizing our destiny. And if you would like to know more about this alterizing process within your life, you can message me, hit the subscribe or